Alright guys, Cheating here with Cool Country Side by Side. We're going to do a install review. Due to the lack of time, I didn't have a chance to do the actual install video, but I do have photos for instructional base with that. We're going to go ahead and I'll show you, walk you through the install. I'll show you the pictures and a little bit of the review of the mirrors. Alright, so here you're going to use a soldering iron and locate the dimple and use a soldering iron to poke the hole. There's the open hole after the soldering iron is used. Next will be locate the slit on the inside of the door, and then you're going to insert the hardware to the outside and attach the mirror like so. And at this point, the 8mm bolt to adjust the mirror glass, and then fully installed. Alright guys, so here's the Ride On Gear mirrors. These are the alloy series, and this mirror specifically works with the Spike Powersports enclosure that you can see we have on the machine here. So ours is a 4-seater, so we have these rear gull wing doors, and then the fronts are mounted to the door. So you can see that the mirror is attached to the frame of the Spike Powersports door. These mirrors do fold. They fold in with the clip lock feature that they post on their website. This little panel here, if right about roughly here, if you take this off, there's the nylon locking nut, and that will adjust the angle of your mirror so you can move this left, right, up, or down. But all in all, it's a good product. There was a slight issue with this piece here. In their instructions it says to use a small flathead screwdriver and pry gently. Unfortunately, we used the fingertips, and due to an error with the manufacturing of some sort, the plastic didn't hold, the plastic tabs, and they broke. But shout out to Blaze. I reached out to him and he said he was gonna send me replacements, and I sent him the photos of what was up with it. For any of the future mirrors and the current inventory he has, you shouldn't have any issues if you do purchase them from him. But we've had these on a couple rides so far, and they had held up nicely. With the views from driver to passenger, they fit extremely well. As far as mounting goes, you can use the Spike hardware that they send you, which is a hex head. Unfortunately, it was a little tight with this tubular here coming here, so we used the hex bolt that Ride On Gear sent with the mirror. So as you can see, the view is pretty fair from the driver's seat. The passenger side mirrors angled in a little bit more, and I pushed the driver's side out a little further to give me a little bit more there. But all in all, everything holds up. The glass doesn't move once you tighten the bolt, and it's functioned very well for our time out.